Yo, what's up everybody? It's me again, here, Bangkok Breakdown, episode 3. I'm here at the Ayutthaya province in a very old temple, which I should probably find the name out of. But the number one rule is that you are not allowed to climb it, which, as you can imagine for me, is kind of difficult. The hardest thing in the world is not to climb on this stuff. Oh. So the topic that I want to bring up today is living in a state of allowance versus living in a state of resistance. So the reason I bring this up is today I woke up after going out last night. You know, you're dancing, just running out, drinking, feeling tired, and then you signed up for a trip at 6:45 a.m. the next day. What are you going to do? Go do it. So you're going to be tired, you're going to feel bad, you're going to feel a little sick like I did this morning, but it's very important to, instead of resisting it and continually repeating in your mind, oh, I wish I wasn't like this, oh, I wish it wasn't like this should be different, instead allowing it to be there. You know what, I feel sick, I think I'll feel better by 10. Solution oriented as opposed to problem oriented. But yeah, so living in a state of allowance as opposed to resistance is much more beneficial to you. In fact, a lot of people here in Thailand, from what I can tell, live like that as well. If you look at the traffic, if you drive with a taxi driver, they're very, very calm in terms of when someone cuts them off or when they cut someone else off. They'll literally just kind of, oh, there you go, I'm going to cut you off, and they cut you off. And then when that person that your taxi driver's cut off, he's totally calm, and then he'll go and he'll do it too. Everybody's totally fine with everything, even though that would be completely un-okay in the States. And they allow it, and then they do it. So they're not resisting. Whereas like someone in America would be like, God, why did he cut me off? Blah, 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 resisting what had just happened in that moment. Because of that, they're creating suffering for themselves. So in that sense, another reason why living in allowance is better than resistance. I actually came from a place initially within myself that was very heavily resistant to not just my life, my thoughts, my feelings, very resistant to everything around me. And I actually grew up completely unconscious and having no idea about it. It was only after years of reading about meditation and learning about how to travel, I could study abroad and doing that and coming here and seeing cool places like this that I was able to finally overcome a lot of that kind of resistance mentality that comes from in here. So again, with that said, I'm going to crack out of here. We got a tour bus that we have to get back to, but quick summary, practice allowance, practice being in a state of allowance and allowing things to happen. Something bad happens to you, instead of resisting it, like I lost my wallet my 4th day of this trip, and there was obviously some resistance, but just the vibe of the place and everybody's super calm and everyone's kind of smiling and pretty helpful as much as they could be. Definitely helped to get over that, and kind of then just allowing those emotions to kind of play themselves through makes it a lot easier to handle that kind of stuff when bad things happen to you. So again, allowance, not resistance, just let things be. You will find a sense of calmness. And with that said, I'll see you guys next time.